welcome. My name is Maxine Hoover, and today I am joined by Patrick Hall of ÉLAN Flowers. So Patrick, thanks so much for joining us today. Can you share the story behind ÉLAN Flowers and what inspired you to establish the company?
Well, thank you so much for having me today. ÉLAN Flowers is actually a brand that's been a small storefront in downtown Manhattan since 1983. So my wife and I actually purchased an existing business in 2015. And it's been an enduring brand that survived a lot of difficult business circumstances in downtown Manhattan and revived each time. And we've been lucky enough to grow it since we purchased it in 2015. We had about 3 employees and about 700 square feet. And we've grown it to 20 plus employees in about 7,000 square feet. And we've continued to grow the business and move it into a larger space, but still remain a storefront because we really wanted to be a part of the neighborhood that helped the business survive and now grow.
That's an incredible story.
Thank you.
I love it. So what makes ÉLAN Flowers unique in today's competitive floral and event design industry?
Well, I would hope that anyone that would purchase ÉLAN Flowers or come to us would be because of our design and service. There are a lot of beautiful flowers all over the city, and there's all different levels of flowers, but we really focus on our 3 ways of doing flowers. We have our retail individual orderings that people can order on our website or call us in our studio. We deliver to Manhattan exclusively. Those are great gifting arrangements for individual celebrations. We're always happy to be a part of some inflection point of someone's life, a celebration, a condolence, a birthday, an anniversary. And then we also do the same thing for businesses. We have a lot of corporate clients where they will have us be a part of their product launch or their corporate gifting. And that's always special as well. We also have event flowers. We love designing for individual personal events that people have, everything from a wedding to a private dinner in someone's home. Being a part of that hospitality is really special. And I think flowers always add to that. And that's really special. We also do corporate events, everything from a large gala that's for a nonprofit organization, fundraising, to company events. We also do, like I said, weddings and large scale events as well. Then there's our subscription service. Being in downtown Manhattan and in Tribeca especially, we have a lot of wonderful clients that have been buying from ÉLAN Flowers for years. Some are as simple as the flowers in their lobby of their apartment building or office building, or corporate lobby within a building, and also some of the beautiful boutique hotels. We really love working with our neighborhood businesses in Tribeca.
Wonderful. And of course, being in New York, it gives you access to many varieties of different clients. So that's really wonderful.
I think it's the greatest city in the world. I love New York, and that's one of the reasons I wanted to keep my business as a small storefront in the city.
That's wonderful. And can you describe one of your most memorable floral installations or events, and what about it made it so special?
Wow, there's been so many. I think every one of the events is special. I worked for 10 years before I purchased the business as a corporate event designer. I was the visual design director for a DMC company that did destination management, large Fortune 500 companies coming into the city, and we would handle everything for them. But I would usually be involved in the branding and the visual aspects of the activation or the program or the week-long activities. So that's what I did for about 10 years before I bought ÉLAN. And flowers were always my favorite part. So I got to do some amazing events where I was designing everything from the napkin to the chair to the room to the transportation experience.
Yeah.
Do you know? So
Yeah,
it was really wonderful, but flowers were always my favorite part. So that was kind of my personal why in going into just the flower business. And I really wanted to purchase an existing business rather than building one from scratch. And so when we found the ÉLAN brand, it was just so beautiful and had such a history in the neighborhood. So what I like now is owning a small business and building the team. Like, it's not the square footage that I'm most proud of, it's the people. We provide jobs, we're a part of the neighborhood. We know our neighbors. Our neighbors shop with us. They support us because we're a part of the fabric of the neighborhood. And I've become increasingly involved in advocacy for small businesses, helping start the Tribeca Alliance Merchants Association, which we don't have a business improvement district in Tribeca, one of the nicest, most expensive neighborhoods in the city, and we don't have a business improvement district. So we're working to try to get some more support for the small local artisan businesses that really create unique neighborhoods.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
so that's probably the part that I like the most, is being a part of the local neighborhood. We've been doing for the last 5 years our local little park there, Duane Park, and we have this fundraiser called Dinner on Duane. And I get to meet about 200 of my neighbors, and we do the flowers for the table, and it's a fundraiser. We're trying to add back some more green space for one of the oldest parks in the city, and add about 1,000 square foot of trees and green to a very small park that really keeps the neighborhood beautiful.
Yeah, that's really wonderful. I love that you have this great approach to also give back to the neighborhood, as well as, nourish the city with beautiful floral arrangements.
Thank you.
Are there any exciting projects, partnerships, or expansions on the horizon for ÉLAN Flowers?
Well, we're really growing. The corporate subscriptions are really big for us. That's what we're really focusing on right now, because I just find that any building or lobby that calls itself a luxury property, it really needs that special touch of the ephemeral fresh flowers. I mean, they don't last. They're there for the moment, but it really lets people know that they're present and that this is live. This is not AI. Right? This is sensory. You get the visual, you get the smell, and if you touch them, you know that they're real.
Right, definitely.
And that's just something that I want to see more and more of. And I think it's going to become more and more necessary for calling yourself a luxury experience to have fresh flowers.
Yep, I agree. And having a real thing in real life to be able to experience.
And you have to be there to experience it.
Right, exactly. So what advice would you give to aspiring floral designers and creative entrepreneurs?
Well, I've been one myself, and I wanted a group of like-minded creatives. So I came to New York to get my MFA from NYU, and then found myself working in the floral and events industry as a survival job. So I was freelancing a lot. But what I really wanted to build was a group of like-minded creatives that had a stable job. So what I would say to someone who is aspiring to make this a career and help grow a business, come and reach out to us at ÉLAN Flowers. We work with a lot of young people that are trying to get into the industry. We take a lot of interns from the New York Flower School. We have people that have been doing this for decades. So we have a really talented team. And we're really trying to build a small business where people can be a part of almost like a family, where you're working together with people that you actually like and actually want to come to work, and you like what you're doing and what you're creating. And that's a lot of why I'm trying to build ÉLAN Flowers into a sustainable small business that can survive. But what I keep observing is that there's this disconnect between small business owners know what it takes to run a small business, the lived experience. And I'm seeing that government really knows how to govern, and they know the rules really well. But the two don't always intersect or interact. So I've been advocating a lot for listening before legislating. And what I mean by that is actually hearing from the lived experience of the small business owners, taking that data and connecting it to policy that makes a difference for operating a small business in a big city. We're often overlooked. We're often called the lifeblood of the neighborhood or the backbone of the economy, but we don't often have a seat at the table of economic development. And that's something that I'm advocating for to change.
Yes, that's very important. And thank you so much for sharing that. I think it's definitely something New York needs more of, and it's great to see that you're at the forefront of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you so much for sharing more about ÉLAN Flowers, your journey, and all about the business and how you're making New York a better place.
Thank you, Maxine.
Wonderful.
Thanks.
Well, thank you so much, Patrick, and thank you all for tuning in to us today.